I needed a moment after reading the chapter to process everything. I knew Gege would do something like this. So chapter begins with Yuji deciding that he will crush Sukuna's heart. As soon as Sukuna chants domain expansion, he sees Gojo standing and in disbelief, Sukuna wonders if it's really him, but pushes away the thought as he says it's impossible. But Sukuna suddenly realizes who it is and punches away Yuji as he moves forward and says, "I apologize for underestimating you. I didn't know you were capable of going for that far, Yuta Okutsu." Sukuna addresses Gojo as Yuta. Yuta is the one inside Gojo's body, it's not Kenjaku. Flashback. Yuta decides to have Rika devour Kenjaku and copy his CT, which will allow Yuta to change bodies. Maki objects to this plan, but Hakari says he has a condition. They are going to use this plan when everybody's wiped out and they don't have any options. Usakabe. Can't we just copy Limitless from Gojo's body? Shoko. You can't use Limitless without the 6 eyes. Usakabe. Then just copy the 6 eyes. Shoko. 6 eyes are part of his physical body. It's not a CT, so he can't copy it. Maki asks, since Yuta can use copy CT for only 5 minutes, what would happen later? Yuta says he doesn't know. Meimei explains the pros and cons of Yuta copying Kenjaku's CT. There's a possibility that after switching bodies, Yuta might lose his CT and would have to forever live in Gojo's body. What the hell? If Kenjaku's CT is of the constant or intermittent operation type, the physical body or the soul can't be maintained and he'll die. If the CT operates, he won't die immediately, but he'll eventually die. If the CT is single-use one-time technique, he can use Limitless even past 5 minutes. After the switching of bodies is completed, it's also possible that Ukatsu's CT is discarded and he'll live in Gojo-kun's body from now. Yuta says that he knows that this is his last resort, so he will try to fight Sukuna with his own domain. If he can't win, he'll accept Gojo's body. Usakabe says it's a good plan, but it's not human. Yuta says, what do you mean by human? We're about to fight the history's strongest jujutsu sorcerer. If we can win just by throwing away our humanity, we wouldn't even be arguing about this. Yuta asks if everyone's afraid of becoming some monster to fight Sukuna. Maki rebukes Yuta saying that everyone's just concerned about him. Yuta, what about Gojo-sensei? Is he not important? Haven't we been pushing all the burden of becoming a monster onto Gojo-sensei alone? If Gojo-sensei is gone, then who else will be the monster? If no one intends to become one, then I will. Scene switches. Yuta tells Gojo that he will take his body if he dies. Gojo says he's fine with that. He says he has no intention of losing and doesn't care what happens to his dead body. Yuta, oh, by the way, I was told that I was descendant of the Fujiwara blood. Didn't Gojo-sensei say that I was descendant of Sugawara blood? Gojo, it's a Sugawara. You and me are distant relatives, but we aren't the Sugawara and Fujiwara on bad terms. Yuta, so I guess Yuro-san had a misunderstanding then. Gojo, well, it's possible that both of us are right. Gojo says Yuta might have been born under better circumstances than him. So Gojo says if Yuta can't utilize that advantage, he's totally lame. Gojo, let's start off with the sloppy cursed technique. I always told you to be careful about. Gojo then asks his students to go away cause he doesn't want them to see a bloody side, especially since he doesn't know what he's about to do is right. Gojo, if I lose to Sukuna and all the old Jeezers in the room are gone, Gakuganji Grams will stand on top of Jujutsu headquarters. If that happens, there won't be any more chaos like post Shibuya incident. Gojo once again tells his students to go back, but they refuses him. Harata has used its CT to avoid Yuta's wound from getting worse, so it might be too late. Shoko tells Yuta that she has already stitched up Gojo's corpse, so once Yuta switches, he has to activate RCT at max capacity and complete the body. Back to present, Sukuna and Yuta in Gojo's body both opens their domain. Editor comments at the end the revenge match begins. So subscribe for weekly updates.